EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And Mahomes going to put it up right away. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in a zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, you want to make sure that on an opening drive, that you at least stay out there for a while and get into the flow of the game. A 3 and out would have been problematic, but that's a good throw there to ensure they get another set of downs.
That's into the hands of Worthy. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Now it's Mahomes again. That one caught by Rice. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone, and now it'll be 4th and goal.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender, but a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They'll run it with Pirine. Pirine unable to bull his way in. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Well, they miss an opportunity to put some points on the board on the opening drive. They pass on the field goal. What'd you think?
I'm looking at it from a positive standpoint for them. First drive of the game, they set the tone, right? They go downfield. They let them know how aggressive they're going to be all game long. Even though they don't get it, because it's the first drive of the game, you're not that worried about it. Hey, we've got plenty of other opportunities as this game moves on.
Now Jackson back into his end zone. Completes it to Aguilar. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. We're scoreless after one.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Now it's Jackson. It's caught by Aguilar. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 15 yards there for number 15. Henry out of the pistol. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Hey, middle. Change it.
Here's Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. They find some open field here. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Hey.
Now Jackson. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, Don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Room to maneuver at the 35. And down to the 27-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And Jackson throwing once more. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero, but
That is pulled in by a diving Kelsey. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey laying himself out in the end zone. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that'll make the score 14-0. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 79 yards. And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. To throw, it's Mahomes. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Mahomes going to go on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
180. 13. Sit up.
Here's Jackson. Here's a diving catch right side. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
I know it looks like fun to guys like you and me. We're up here in the booth and to everyone watching on television, but are you kidding me? In the snow, that type of a play, in the cold, you know that had to hurt to make that play.
I'm just mad he didn't make a snow angel while he was down there. Opportunity missed.
Go right here. Sit up.
Now it's Jackson. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And so close. He gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on first and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on fourth down. The first three, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. First and goal and you throw the pick, not good at all.
The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards still to go. Third down now.
Report. No, we changed it. Cut.
Jackson now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Inside handoff, Henry. He's able to work 3 for about 6 down to the 18.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Final minute now of the third quarter. To throw is Jackson. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Henry up the middle, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Jackson. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Hey.
Back to throw. Jackson. And that will be incomplete as well.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Tucker now to add the point after. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Again, it's Pacheco. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. Here's second and a yard. A handoff now for Pacheco. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll run with Pacheco. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
And they try with Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the...
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wow, so they were already in field goal range. Now this and a completely new story to tell.
And frankly, what they're going to say when they review this game and go over it, they're going to tell the offense, you had one job. All right, you knew what you had to get done. You knew where we wanted to kick the field goal from. You know our range. Just take care of the football, and we win the game.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
Jackson to throw. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 8, and defensively they'll say you can have that. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
So it's the Ravens who won the toss. They'll get the football first here in overtime as the kick is away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Here's 2nd and 7. First throw in overtime now for Jackson. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A huge play there in overtime. 40 yards on the ground. A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Here's 2nd and 10.
You are X.
Looking to throw. Jackson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Jackson. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And he will dive trying to get the first down, but it looks like he's going to be marked down just short. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Here's Jackson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point, but now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is on the sidelines right now saying, don't come to us with your problems about where you're starting. We did the important part. We kept them off the board, kept us in the ball game. Find a way to maneuver it downfield, at least get into field goal range, and get us a win.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon.
Jeez.
And did he get in? No.
Jesus.
1 yard line.
Jesus.
Not only did they get the interception, now they've got it 1st and goal and already in chip shot range here.
Hey, bro. You a beast, Brody. Bang. Whoa. That was an insane game, guys. He just beat me the game before. Crazy work. Wait, let me fuck with him now. Crazy work. Big pick. I want to cover too, man. Big pick action. Oh, my God. That was crazy. Whoa! I knew I could beat him. Fucker.
Knocking, but I just stay home. I ain't picking no flowers for the season I'm soon.
GG's! Ah!
Still looking for the ride at the end of my road. At the end of my
I beat his ass, baby! I beat him! We came back, yeah. Oh yeah. He was mad.
Nobody knows what I'm going through. Bet the devil wouldn't walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. All I really need is a little. Something bring me back to the middle. All I really need is a little good
Why is it so slow? I'm actually gonna restart it. Let's restart it. No, I don't want to get into that. Oh.
Sentimental when I step in the middle, when I do a little dance so the turns daylight. So jump in the moment. Margella got me feeling iconic. And if you can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex, say less.
Baby, what you talking about? This was something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. You already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down.
Built on the side of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decade since it opened back in 1998. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. We're playing under the lights and some heavy rain here tonight. And we're off from Baltimore. On the return, Britton Covey. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Right to the air. It's Hurts. And what a way to get this one started, but his deep shot falls incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he stopped after running it up across the 45 to the 46. 70 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Brandon Stevens has it. And the Ravens take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
To go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Lamar now from the gun. Into traffic, complete. And he's taken down at the 30. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Henry. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Offense up to the line fast. Trying to run with Henry. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Ravens pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Justin Tucker to try the point after. And it's no good. He missed the extra points. Rain, slick conditions, maybe making their presence felt as they fail to add another point on.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. Has this at the 6. Good looking return here, and he's got room. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens take over as they intercept it for the 3rd time in just our opening quarter.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. They give to Henry on the inside handoff. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the 1st quarter. Neither side separating much so far. Back to the bank in just a moment. Welcome back. 2nd quarter about to start. Ravens with a chance for at least 3, maybe 6. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Escapes the pocket. And down he goes. The Eagles got him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Getting out to his left. And they get to him again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Ravens call in on Justin Tucker for the field goal. This is from 35 out on the left hash. Tucker's kick is up and good. And their special teams.
Let's go, guys. If you're watching the stream, thank you. I appreciate it.
Looking back, and it really turns into a three-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
This shit should be hot.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Covey now to return this. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the inner harbor. The Eagles with some work to do, trailing in this game. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They go to Barkley again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now it becomes a critical 3rd down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Hurts now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Able to get it to Barkley. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. On 1st down, Hurts. Barkley's got it. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. From the pistol, Hurts. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
Boy, take a look at that. Look at him locking down his area of the end zone. They could bring it in close enough to take shots, but there are no easy touchdowns.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He's on the move. Into the end zone,
was all about the eyes. You've got to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender and make sure you know where that throw is going. And when it does, you got to react and knock it away. That is well done.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. Hurts throwing again. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. And a surprising fourth down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
The quarterback's so worried about challenging the DBs in coverage, he didn't keep an eye on the lineman in front of him. He threw it right towards him, and it was easy to get a pop and swat away a potential first down.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. He's back to throw. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Deontay Hardy to return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Middle.
Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Milton Williams making the stop. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Hey, report.
All right, guys, let's bring this victory home. We're up 9-0. Let's close them out.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Has him on the quick hitter.
Let's close him out.
And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup.
Put him on ice.
Dean in on the tackle.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson.
Oh,
Put some heat on that one, Brock.
God.
Incomplete.
Come on.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
The Ravens going to put this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And little to nothing on that return as the team gets to him. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Eagles will take possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. That's Odafe Owe with a stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. Working quickly here. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Flushed out of the pocket. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. A play fake, now Hurts to throw. On the move, headed right. He tucks it and takes off. And he goes out a little short of the 40. It's a gain of 22. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. You need to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
First and 10 from the 41. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Rolling left, buying some time.
Bird.
Trying to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
Come on, man. Add to the Birds. Give me another pick. They gonna flop.
So it'll be second down.
Well, that throw just got away from
We win the day.
a little bit.
Really
I'll
hit
tell
me.
you this. I do love the escapability. I mean, it is such a key in today's game of football, really at any level. Some tough circumstances, though, to try and complete that one down the field. This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Six DBs out there for the Ravens. Third down coming up. Throwing from the gun here. He lofts it deep left. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball. Incomplete. Trying to find A.J. Brown. And that brings up fourth and long.
The ability to track the ball. Right, ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge game.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. On fourth down, Hurts. He connects downfield on fourth. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the fourth. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for first and 10. They're going play action. Buying some time right. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Second down, Hurts throwing again. Chased out to his right. And he's out of bounds just behind that line. Only a yard or two lost, but Brock, we all know, still qualifies as a sack.
You know, Kate, that's one of those situations where the game just, I think, speeds up on the QB a little bit. He doesn't flip it out of bounds before he goes out. It's going to end up as a sack on the stat sheet for the defense, and they earned it with effort, chasing them all the way to the sidelines.
Buying some time left. Throw came out right as the defense got to him.
Let's go, man. Kick the field goal. Give it back to me.
Well, that's one you
What you gonna do?
that incompletion. They came in before he could find
What are you gonna do?
That last second attempt to get rid of it.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's going to score.
You gotta be fucking kidding me, dude.
The Eagles have cut it to a 3-point game here in the fourth.
You got to fucking be kidding me.
Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Chooses to bring this one out.
Fuck.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
What up, man? Tired, yeah? You had a flight today and you're tired, huh? You got back early. All right, man. Have a good day.
Time begins with Henry.
Yes.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Report!
Here's 2nd and 11. He finds Aguilar. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback,
let's get it going.
You've earned nothing.
Let's get it going.
Back to throw it. Short pass brought in. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Trying down the middle of Henry. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning. We've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. They'll come to the line here. 2nd and 9. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Connects with Bateman. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Hey!
He'll throw it. Finds Aguilar. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. They run it with King Henry. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Go ahead.
Handoff now to the receiver. And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who could take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And they take him down right along the 30. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
That kind of call right there, Kate, shouldn't be the 3rd down surprise it used to be 5, 10, 15 years ago. So common in teams' playbooks league-wide. But boy, is it tough to defend. And that's why they love breaking it out to reset those chains.
And I guess they've had enough of this possession. They've got the punter out there on first down. Got 49 on his first punt. This one looks even longer. So in front of the flock of fans in the stands, the Ravens get the win at home. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Baltimore.
Bitch. Who's your nigga, bitch? No, hurry up. No, hurry up. Bing bong. Bing bong. Hey, bitch. I'm not mean, bitch. You stupid. Who's your nigga? Who you fuck with? Don't get, that's your car right there? Here, let me turn this off. Oh. Don't do too much. Come on. That's enough. That's enough. You got to know.
Let's go to bed.
There's a girl in my backyard. I can run fast but won't get far. My mom thinks that I'm an animal. I'm just looking for the antidote. There's a British girl on my TV screen. She's so hot, she's so mean. Burn my body like it's flammable. Girl, I'm still a fan of you. Hey, 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 hey.
Yeah, we played El Boogie like 3 times. We played El Boogie 3 times. I played him the first time he beat me. I was like, no way, he's number 2. And I was like, fuck. Okay. Played him again, beat him. Then I got him over here too. Mm-hmm.
She wanted all day. Hey, 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 hey. Your sensation, my fixation. Hey, hey, hey. Your sensation is my fixation.